recorded since, oh God, Christmas? Before Christmas.
Before Christmas.
We took a vacation.
We took a little
We
hiatus.
just didn't go anywhere because we can't afford shit.
Well, there's that.
We took a vacation, but we're back.
Yeah.
By the way, one of our wonderful subscribers notices that I chew my ice in my non-coffee cups. I have ice in there, and it's water, just because I want to let her know that I did read your comment.
The only comment we got. Thank you.
Thanks. I hope you subscribed.
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah, she's one of our many.
She'll be a substitute someday.
Yeah,
When
that's
Abby
what.
can't make it.
So we're gonna start.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you told
They're
her.
already throwing me out.
Yeah, well,
Fine.
But we were gonna do. What do you think about this? If like, let's say we do a topic.
Am I the one that's getting replaced for these?
Pretty much, because you're the one who can't make it, so it doesn't matter. But let's.
She's
We're gonna
blonde
do.
too,
Fuck
so
you
it's perfect.
too.
It's
I'm
not
blonde.
bad. No.
I'm blonde.
Harris is blonde to swap out.
No, we're gonna do Marish. We're gonna do Missy. They don't know this yet, but
Okay, hold on.
Jesus.
We're discussing my replacements.
no.
Yeah,
It's your stand-ins. When
Our
you are
stand-ins.
Unavailable.
When we are unavailable.
And you're
I'm
both
always
directing me.
I
available.
know you are.
And so are you. So it's your when you're not available.
You're the only one with a life.
Okay,
I
quit.
quit.
What are you gonna do?
I quit.
You are the only one with a life. Let's be honest. It's the only reason
It's
you
not
couldn't make it.
my life.
It's not as it really isn't. It's the kids.
It is.
It's the boys' life.
It's how our all that. Do you have a life now that you've had children? Let's be
No.
honest. Here's my honest face. When was the last time you did something for yourself? Crickets. Exactly. Nobody has a life.
I was sick for a week, and I got to lay in bed all week, and it was glorious. I felt like shit.
You didn't do any laundry.
I didn't get out of my bed.
That's a fucking vacation.
It
How'd you
was-
pull that off?
I had the flu.
I get the flu. Babe, I'm out of underwear. Go fuck yourself. I'm dying. But it doesn't matter.
No.
Okay, you're gonna do it
What?
later?
Well,
That's
Were you
exactly what I
sick,
said.
like throwing up, sick flu?
Well, I had the flu. I wasn't throwing up. I was, yeah. But the body aches, fever, headache,
That's the worst.
chills, and then I got a double ear infection with that. So
You too?
right.
Right?
So
At
2
least she can
weeks
tell you
ago,
what's wrong.
and it was. I felt like shit, but it was so amazing.
Yeah, that's
That's
gotta be.
awesome.
I mean,
I just
When was
every
the last
day I
time you
get
read
up,
to
I'm
yourself?
like, oh.
seriously, have you ever been on vacation without kids? Since you had kids?
Yes.
Bitches. Motherfuckers. When?
My girls' trip in September.
How long do you go for?
We go just for the weekend. It's like
3 days, 4
it's
days?
3 days.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's not
we
too
go
bad. What
Thursday
about
to
you?
Sunday.
We go every other year with some couples. We go to wineries in California
Oh,
on a
wow.
couples retreat kind of thing. We
Your
don't like
marriage
to call
is
it
so
that
much
because
better
some
than
of it-
mine.
No. And then we get away sometimes with my girlfriends. Not on a regular basis, but occasionally.
That's pretty
we
cool.
work it out.
I went on a cruise
Never mind.
when my oldest boy was like 7 months. That was the last time I've
He's
been
like
away.
14.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think, because I know the hockey tournaments that we went on, I took the kids that I played in.
Okay, that's not fun for you
Mm-mm.
because I know what those are supposed
Oh,
to be
try
about.
breastfeeding in between. That was the best one. Try
The
fucking-
firstborn.
Yeah,
was
that's
when the
not
firstborn
fun
was
for the holidays.
firstborn.
Hang on, guys. Let me get my pads off.
Yeah. No. When my firstborn
That's
was firstborn.
sneaky. Your poor child.
Oh yeah, I
I know
didn't
what
care.
those things
He
smell
didn't
like.
care.
Well, I'm sure.
He didn't give a shit. He was like, I'm hungry, bitch.
But
feed
you
me.
have
Hang on, I'm trying to think. Wait. Oh, my 10-year anniversary. Yes, our 10-year anniversary. We did. I think it was like 5 days in San Francisco, and my husband's mom had they had the
They
kids.
kept the boys.
I'm trying to think. That was
How
the
long
last
have you
time.
been married?
It'll be 19 years in March.
So 9 years ago.
So
Yeah.
you're a little.
But
older
I've
too.
never had like a vacation because I consider my husband a child sometimes. So I've never had a vacation
adult.
from all of them.
Yeah, you've never been
Ever.
away from any of them.
Even when I get the cold, I'm still like,
On.
yeah.
It depends on this. When I'm sick, I still have to be, usually still have to be mom.
Right.
And this time there was nothing. I couldn't. There was
Nothing in the tank.
There
I'm
was
done.
nothing. I couldn't. And the boys. I mean, I didn't want my youngest to get it because of his lungs, so
Right.
he stayed away. And my oldest, well,
He just stays away.
He's just your oldest, so he doesn't.
yeah.
have
I mean,
anything.
they're playing their video games all day long.
Exactly.
Let's just be honest. And my husband, he wasn't dare coming up to get that, so it was great.
They just left you alone.
Although at one point it was kind of like, are you almost done? Are you feeling better?
Yeah.
Because
Are you over this
They
yet?
we got
peek
shit to
in
do.
every
Let's
now
keep
and then.
going. Yeah,
Seriously,
you,
we're low on underwear, Mom.
They know how to do their own damn laundry.
Mine do too, but they don't.
Yeah.
It's still. I'm out of pants. I'm
Yeah, well, yeah,
But we
that's
taught
true.
you how to do it. Oh, all right. I'll just wear my old ones. No,
Oh, wait,
That's where the dirty ones.
That's not the answer.
They're not that dirty.
Oh,
Get
how dirty is actually dirty when you
Right.
put them in the dirty bundle?
Right.
How they doing in school? How the boys doing in school?
Oh.
How's
Youngest.
the girl doing in school?
Yeah.
Oh, the girls. She's a rock star. We're about to do the wax museum.
Oh, yay!
Guess who she picked to be?
Amelia Earhart.
Harder.
Are we staying in the same color or no? Like
Wait, what?
same color scheme, or are we gonna color her?
What?
We had a kid that was so cool. She did the hang on.
The
The chick on the bus. Oh my god.
Rosa Parks.
Thank
Parks.
you. And she was white. And she painted. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah,
So-
she got shoe polish. I mean, she went all out. It was one of the coolest displays I've ever been.
Which
And
grade?
it
Which
was,
with our boys or?
It was
the older
with
one?
my older boy.
Oh.
Yep. And it was the coolest thing I've ever seen. I mean, look, my kid, I was lucky to buy him a hat. For glasses, I think he was. It was Roosevelt is what he played. I'm like, a hat and some glasses. They're like, I look good, sure.
Yeah.
This girl, I mean, she was amazing. I thought that was.
My
the
kid
coolest
showed up with a gun.
What?
He was Davy Crockett.
That is.
And he comes with this
Ridiculous.
plastic pistol, and I don't think. Gosh, this was. How many years ago?
I don't know.
Third grade?
Older
Third
one?
grade,
Oldest,
so.
yeah. So like 6, 7, 8.
Oh, see, just
A while ago.
Stop with the.
Six,
Just say
I don't-
a
7 years
couple.
ago.
I don't
7
know
years
if
ago.
now he could have done that, but he brought it.
Oh gosh, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I mean, we had the orange. I mean, you knew it was a toy,
Right.
but
But
he
still,
was
yeah.
Davy Crockett.
Okay, wait. I want to ask you a question. Your husband's a police officer.
Yes.
What does he think? So in Phoenix, we had a boy.
I never got to say what my daughter's being for the
I'm
wax
such
museum.
an
Yeah, all I
asshole.
heard
I'm
was
an asshole.
Carter.
I'm sorry.
Carter.
Queen Elizabeth the First, not the second, not the reigning queen.
Oh.
How the fuck do you know what
The first.
She's the reign. She's only the second queen. She's like
No,
107.
she's only the second Queen
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. She's
Oh.
only the
They have
second
to change
Elizabeth.
their name apparently when they become.
Yeah,
Wait,
this
wasn't
lady
that,
was
like-
born in like 1533.
I was gonna say.
She's probably prettier than the one. Yeah,
So.
I'm sorry.
No, she is not.
no.
Oh.
No. No, she had smallpox. I know a lot about her because we've been researching her. But she had smallpox.
Was she-
That's what you were for Halloween, wasn't
No, but I will be because I have a costume now. Thank you, Mima.
It's like, you take your kids paintball fight and shit. Have you ever been paintballing?
I have not.
That son of a bitch hurts. Have you ever
I
been hit by a
bet.
paintball gun?
Airsoft hurts.
I have a funny story about paintball.
Oh.
So when we first
Is
got
it funny kinky? Because your
No.
face kind of got like.
No, because it's embarrassing. It's just embarrassing.
Okay.
We went once.
Close to you right now.
We went once, and the first round, I got so I don't even know what the word is. I just got so scared, like adrenaline and like fear of being shot with one. I couldn't take it, and I sat out the rest of the day.
Just
So you didn't
wait.
even
So you
play?
never even
I
got
played one
you never
round.
got hit. You just.
I never got hit. I just hid the whole time, and I was so scared that I didn't come out. I didn't shoot my gun. Nothing.
We're just gonna.
Mom, are you gonna need more bullets? No, I got extras.
I got every single one you
Can I
gave me.
get credit? I'm turning all my bullets back.
And I
You didn't fire your gun?
No.
Really? Not even-
I was
I
so
would've had to try.
scared. I was so
That's so
scared.
cute.
Wow.
No, it's not cute. It's embarrassing.
No,
You
don't tell the story to
sissy.
anybody.
Okay.
You guys don't.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
It's on the down low. We gotta go paintballing.
And Scott just no, I can't.
What if we do Nerf guns?
I'll do snacks. I'll bring snacks. And I'll wait by the
Will you
cars.
peel the oranges though? Because I hate what touching with my hands.
It gets under your nails.
You
and
know,
then
you know, I was thinking about that the other day. Do you remember when we gave our kids oranges at soccer games? And they would sit there and peel them. Dude, they just like laid on the ground for half an hour. And most moms were like, don't touch that. Oh, my kid eats dirt. He's fine. I saw something on a meme the other day. And it said, oh, your kid's learning their third language? That's fantastic. Mine's learning to put his shoes in the right place.
That's my life.
That's my
That's so
my
my
child.
That's my child.
Oh.
We're still learning to flush the toilet some days.
I want to put the seat. You know what? I will say.
We've
that.
talked about that already.
Mhm.
The
How
flushing?
irritating that is.
Hold on, but you know what? Okay, and I'm making confession here. So the other day I was on the phone, and I was taking a poop. And I had to answer the phone because I was waiting for this phone call.
It wasn't me, was it?
No.
Okay.
You'll know. I'll be like, hold on.
Well, that's a good one. Hold
You know
on.
how you're trying to like, and you're like, no, absolutely, right? Because it was a work call, so I had to answer it. And so I was done, and I'm like, I can't flush.
No, you can't.
No,
You can't.
So I leave. 2 hours later, my husband goes in the bathroom. No, I didn't flush the goddamn toilet. I'm like, must have been the kids, sons of bitches. So I
Little
wonder
assholes.
how many times have you
That's
done it?
happened.
Right? How many times are the kids in a very important game and they have to run back and they forget to flush?
Forget to flush.
Yeah,
'cause
a
there's
very
something
important
wrong with
video game. This
Hey,
is a true story.
Shit could be
Well,
important in their life.
I called my youngest the other day. It was Monday. It was yesterday. And he answers, hello. And I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, sorry, Mom, I'm pooping. I'm like, don't answer your phone when you're pooping.
What if you're in trouble? Not, what's he gonna do? Get up and call someone? But still, what if you're in trouble?
Pooping?
No, you're called him. He's not.
I'm like,
I mean, were you pooping too? Hang on, the
You guys
truth is
do
coming
that?
out.
Yeah,
You guys do that?
Do you like say
like the FaceTime?
Wait. If she's in trouble,
This one.
if she's in trouble, why is she calling him?
Yeah, he's not gonna.
Get Dad,
I love
get
it.
Dad.
They're not gonna.
She's already tried Dad. She's tried the oldest, and now she's calling the youngest because nobody else is answering.
Shit, I'm running out of
Somebody call 911.
Your dad and your brother aren't answering, but you are.
Whoa.
While you're pooping.
You know your favorite. You got your favorite.
My favorite.
He's your favorite.
Oh,
He
yeah.
answers the phone while he's pooping.
He does.
I mean, I only answer if it's important
The
call.
other
So
one
if
texts me
if
back.
I'm on the toilet and
So if I
answer,
call you,
you know that you're important.
I'm gonna call you and test you.
Well, and if I don't answer, you know.
You're pooping.
that you're not important.
That I'm not important.
Damn, I was
Well,
going
I'm
with the
already-
pooping. Why'd you?
I'm already getting replaced, so I got it.
It's not replaced.
No,
it's
no,
I almost said
no.
replenished. That's not.
No, it's replaced.
It's
Substituted.
thank you.
No.
Fuck, I couldn't even think of the word. They don't get paid as much when you have a substitute teacher.
They don't get paid
so
at
you're
all.
like a teacher. Shh. This could go places.
Okay, well, when I'm getting paid.
Who makes the best chili? Chili's our payment.
No, I hate chili.
I make a mean chili.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like chili either.
Well,
Why did you say
That
that?
was the first I could think.
do you like broccoli cheese?
Listen.
I make a mean broccoli cheese.
No.
I
Like
love
clam chowder?
I was when
I
I,
like
was
clam
pregnant
chowder.
with my little
One
man.
of those too.
That's all I craved.
Really?
Broccoli cheese soup and do you remember the
I just
lava
made it
chocolate
last
cake?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, every night. I got 199 pounds.
Yikes.
Called my doctor and I said, listen, I can't get to 200. She goes, all right, come in. Came in, she clipped me and I was in labor in like 6 hours. It was fabulous. All because I didn't want to make 200.
That's not fair.
And so now I'm just working on getting to 200 on my own.
You just want a challenge. There's nothing to clip and get rid of.
Really, what you want to
So
do is
you have to,
you want to
just
see
want a challenge.
you want to see how long it takes to get there and
Right.
then get back.
Yeah.
Just, it's
I'm
like
going to prove a
marathon.
point to everybody listening. You can go to 200 and lose.
and come
Just
back.
see me in about 10 years.
I'm still trying to lose my baby weight after 12
Oh,
years. So.
I'm going on 14, so we're good.
I'm only going on 8.
It's just not coming
No,
off
you're
like I
not.
was told it would.
Oh, yeah, you are.
I
I was subtracting from.
I didn't birth the first one.
That's alright.
I was
I
subtracting.
did get
from the first one.
complimented. So, because I didn't birth him,
Mm-hmm.
when we went for our first checkup in the doctor's office, like a few days later, I looked pretty good.
You looked great.
I was very skinny back then. I looked pretty
Yes.
good. So we go in, and there's another mom there who very apparently just gave birth 2 days ago.
To
Her
look on her
child.
face, or
The whole
The whole thing.
the whole
just was-
thing. She looked like I do now.
Oh, stop
bless
it.
her.
And she looks at me and she asks how old my baby is. And I said, he was like 2 or 3 days old. And she was like, how do you look like that? And I didn't get it at first. I'm like, excuse me? Like, I took a shower. What do you
Bitch,
mean?"
please.
You are so put together.
I know. She was like, you just had a baby. I go, oh, he's adopted.
Round 1.
It's over. That's it. We're done.
Change.
I never finished my. How are you guys? How are the boys and the girl in school? How are their grades doing?
The boy is struggling in math. I helicoptered him first quarter.
Okay.
And then I met with his teachers because he has a plan, and I wanted to make sure that his accommodations were in place. And then one of the things I talked about was that I needed to back off because I don't want to enable him. I don't want to do him a disservice by helicoptering him and riding him and, you know,
So
all
wait,
that
this
stuff.
is you telling the teacher this?
The teachers, all of his core teachers were there.
Okay.
And telling them, you know, I want to step back a little bit. I want to teach him responsibility. I want to make him responsible for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want to do math anymore. I did math for a really long time because I was bad at it too. And so I did, and he failed. The whole quarter he failed.
Shit.
So, so we met again with his core team. I met again with his coordinator, and she's like, I don't know what. He's kind of.
How did he do in the first quarter?
He did good.
When
He
you
did
helicoptered. So he
When
was
I
good when you
helicoptered.
helicoptered. Okay.
And then when I backed off,
So helicoptering him, does that...
sitting with him every night while he did his homework.
Okay.
But not doing it for him.
Not doing it for him,
Okay.
but sitting with him, explaining when he didn't understand, doing his computer work together, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And then the second quarter, I was like, do you have homework? Yes. Okay, let's get it done.
Mhm.
But I didn't sit with him. He
Right.
didn't ask me to sit with him. He didn't tell me he didn't understand it.
Right.
And like, so in his math class, you take a test, and if you score below a B, you have to retake it. You make test corrections, and those test corrections are your ticket into the retest.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, he did his test corrections on the first test, but forgot to take it that day. That was his ticket in. He didn't get in.
So
He
because
wasn't allowed to
he
retake
wasn't paying attention.
Responsible.
Okay.
And I wasn't like, hey, you got all your stuff, you got everything in your box.
Now, when he has to retake the test, is he going into the regular math class?
Yeah, it's during
And
their
then he
regular.
just goes to the teacher and says, "Hey, here's my corrections." Like, what did he miss? What part did he not?
He missed picking it up off the table and putting it in his backpack to take it to school to give to her.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha. So that was here. That wasn't at school.
Right.
I thought it
right.
was at school. He was paying attention to something else.
Yeah.
Missed saying, "Hey, it's my retake time." Okay.
Yeah. No. And so.
So he
wasn't
did the
allowed to.
corrections though.
He did the corrections. So we met with all of his core teachers again because he's doing okay in all the other ones, just not this one. And we thought maybe they'd have some insight as to how to help him and stuff. And they told me that it's okay to be a helicopter mom, that he's one of those kids that
You
needs
just have to be on
it.
top of it, right?
And, you know, they all mature at different levels, and he's going to be a little bit of a late bloomer and keep doing what I did the first semester. And we got a 95 on our math test.
See?
I say our because I
Right.
put a lot of time into that math
Right.
test.
But as long as you're not doing it,
Right.
as long as he's doing it.
Right.
Right. I still have to do that for my oldest though. He's a young one,
Yeah.
and it's constantly, do you have all your stuff? All your stuff in your backpack? Do you have your student ID? Did you get everything printed out you need for tomorrow? And it's just, if I don't, he may or may not forget. And I kind of look at him like, hey, you're a freshman in high school, buddy, here.
So I come out of that meeting and I call one of my best friends who has a son who's grown who was very similar to this. Like, she used to have to sit with him and stuff. And I was like, Michelle, what do I do? Is this right? Am I making the right choices? You know, I know you went through this with your son, and you know, and she was like, oh my gosh, I did it till he was a sophomore in high school. And then all of a sudden it just clicked. She goes, but up until then, you know, my husband sat with him every night and did math and, you know, was like, oh my God, is this kid gonna make it?
Right.
And he did great.
See,
and he
that's
turned out
gotta
to
be-
be a great
That's
kid.
got to be a great. That's what it. You know, that's what. Not only this, but just talking to other moms.
Yeah.
I don't think we have the time to do that a lot.
Yeah.
So I think we kind of just curl into our own world and just either A, I'm failing, or B, what the hell am I doing, or fuck,
Right.
this makes no sense,
Or am I
my
doing
kid's
the right
a fucking
thing?
loser, my kid's a great kid, you never,
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean? But because I don't think we have time to sit for 20 fucking minutes and just be like, hey, has this happened to your kid? Oh yeah, really? And
Yeah.
it's true because you know, you call your friend Michelle and you're like, knowing what that kid is now, oh my God, really? You had to do this? And then you're just, this fucking halo comes over you and you're like, oh, this is going to be great. I love math. This is fucking fabulous. And it does. It gives you the little pickup that you need as,
Yeah.
as a mom, as a dad, as a parent, you know?
Yeah, and reassures me that I'm and the teachers were telling me too, it's okay to do this.
Right.
Some kids need it, and that's just the way it is. And to hear her say that as well, like,
Right.
yeah, he was the exact same way until sophomore in high school.
That's
and
awesome.
then my daughter came along, and I never had to say boo to her about it.
Yep.
She had it all done. I'm like, yes.
Well, shit, you might be in that just,
I know.
Because the little ones, she's like smarter than a whip.
Yeah, she's a tornado.
And she's
She'll-
got an attitude, but that's just gonna take her very far. She'll probably kill her
Slightly
teachers and just be
scary.
like, Mom, I got no homework. I don't even have fucking teachers. I'm done.
They're in the club.
School's done.
I run that school.
Oh, you want to talk to him? Sure, Mom. Go ahead. Write him a letter.
They
I'll
told
write it
me-
back.
They told me not to call them. They're gonna be unavailable.
They're all taking a vacation
They're tied
together.
Up. They're tied up at the moment.
And I'm not allowed to go back.
How's freshman doing?
He's doing.
Yeah.
Doing. Yeah. It's going. It's getting better. He hates school, and I think he just puts all this pressure on himself. And it's not even for the fact that, Derek and I say anything to him. It's just he's just terrified to fail.
Is he
Is he a perfectionist?
Apparently.
In life? I mean, do you see him like is his bed made up to a meticulous? Okay.
is he
I was trying.
is he generally like a straight A student, or is he like
He's
average?
he can be a straight A student.
Yeah.
If he wants to.
But he wants to be average.
But he's just content getting,
He's content,
flying. He's
yeah.
content flying. And it's not for lack of understanding. We go over the material together. We talk about it. He'll ask me, hey, Mom, can you quiz me? He's got it down. And he's got so much anxiety, like test anxiety, he'll bomb. Or just the stress of having to make up work, or he's literally afraid to fail.
Right.
He's afraid to fail. He told me the other day, because he texts me throughout the day and stuff, and he was having a really bad day, and he's like, I just don't want to fail you and Dad. And I'm like,
Oh,
why
gosh.
would you? You failing?
Talk about guilt.
I mean, do you look at him and go, look at us? We failed lots of times.
That's
So
what
we're
I told him. That's what I
We got
tried to
two
tell him.
great kids.
Right.
Who gives a
But
shit?
trust me, Dad and I have failed a lot, and we're trying to tell you just not to do what we did, because we did those things.
Right.
And I freaking sounded like my mother when I was saying that. And I'm like, kudos to Mom.
I'm beginning to think that sounds like a bad thing.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm happy to be
I
like her.
apparently look like her. Love you. You're never living that one down.
But he just, trying to get him to understand it's okay.
Right.
You're gonna fail.
Right.
You're gonna, he didn't do so hot first semester of school. He did fine in everything. There is one class that is just, he just can't get past it.
Is
Everything
it a core
else
or
is
is it an
A's.
extracurricular?
It's a chemistry class.
Ah.
They do a chem physics class for all freshmen,
Yikes.
and it's.
I'm not ready for that.
Right.
Okay, I am, but my kids aren't. See, that was my
And it's
love.
you have to be very organized in this class, and the nice thing the thing that makes me feel better about this is a lot of kids are having trouble
Right.
with this class. A lot of kids are failing this class or
And
just
it's mandatory?
struggling. And it's mandatory. And that's what I told him. I'm like, you just need to do your best. That's all Dad and I want to see.
Yeah.
Like, do your best. If you fail, that really sucks, and we need to try not to fail.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But as long as you're trying,
Then we're happy.
Yeah.
we can't fault you for that.
Right. That's kind of been our thing is you need to put in an effort, you need to try as hard as you can,
Yes.
and then if you get a C,
Mm-hmm.
See, I've always
We're fine
I'm
with
reversed because my older one, straight A, and the kid's just he's so
Oh, yeah,
responsible.
your
He's
kids are so
this,
smart.
and then there's the second one, and so he's gone from straight A's to straight B's.
Oh, he has.
And I said, so we sat down and we were like, dude, what happened? Nothing. I'm like, okay. So now the first part, let me rewind, because we were talking to the older one, and we were like, listen, you did a great job, da da da. He's like, out of nowhere, you can't hold him to as high standards as me. And I was like, oh, he's talking about his little brother. And I'm like, whoa, we're not nobody's being held to any standards here.
Yeah.
I said, but since you brought it up, I said, you've seen him and his work ethic. What do you think about it? And he's like, are we done? Exactly, motherfucker. Get out. Go to your room. So the little
You wanna
one,
start
one
talking?
comes out. And his big thing is, he he wants to do something with computers, whether it's a YouTube or he wants to do anything with videos. He loves the entertainment part of it. Okay, great. So if it's not multimedia or it's not coding, he doesn't see the need in taking it.
Oh.
So he skates. And he doesn't study, he doesn't do anything, and he gets B's. So he, under the radar.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what, I told him I don't care about a letter.
Right.
A letter is not going to define you. I said, but what we care about is that effort. So we're talking to him and we're like, do you think you put 100% effort into your work? And he's just like, well, sometimes. I said, okay, explain to me a day when you come home from school. He said, well, I come home and, you know, I unpack my backpack, which I gave him credit for that because that took, what grade are we in? 7 years to figure it out. So, 12 years later, he's figured this out.
Your own backpack.
I'm
still
you take stuff out of there?
Oh,
You don't
Lord.
just pile it in
Yeah.
because it's just getting heavier.
You know,
as
I
your
think when I
clothes.
lost it, when I fucking lost my shit was the day they were in, like, had to be 4th and 5th or 5th and 6th, whatever. So I was packing the little man's lunch, and I can't find his lunchbox. So I know it's in the backpack. Okay, he forgot. I go pick it up.
Going in!
Fucking exploded yogurt.
Oh!
And it's like Monday, so it's been
Oh,
there all
yeah.
weekend.
And it
Ew.
smells, and I'm like, motherfucker. Thank God it was washable, which, by the way, if you didn't know this, you can wash your lunch boxes if they're like the cloth ones.
soft ones.
Yeah, that's great. They're in the washing machine. Anyway,
Huh.
so he comes up with a big old fucking smile on his face. It's Monday, and he's ready for school, and I'm like, where's your lunch bag? And the minute I said it, he went, I had yogurt. And I was like, it's like, all right, listen.
I had yogurt.
Now you gotta go with the bag, and da-da-da, and he didn't give a shit. The kid doesn't care. He's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
So, skates, he gets B's, whatever. We're talking to him, effort, da-da-da-da. So I'm gonna say this story, okay? They kind of know the story. My son owes one of his friends $15.
This is great.
I can't figure out why, but I overhear the conversation. I was walking by with laundry, whatever, so I overhear it. And he owes his friend $15. So
Better hope
they
it's
talk to
not
each other, whatever. I go, yeah, exactly. None of the teachers can get him in trouble for this. This is off the record. But. So I go and, by the way, I have 6 kids. You haven't met the other 4 yet. So I go and I overhear him say something about $15, don't get me this, just get me a gift card, da-da-da, to one of his friends. So I go into his brother's room and I'm like, hey, why does he owe his buddy $15? And my oldest son, who cannot lie to me no matter what, gets this look on his face. So I find out the truth, and my youngest son, who thinks that one of his lessons is unnecessary in math, has just paid his friend to do his math for him 3 times at $5 each. So I just, you know, I looked over the math, and my kids are in honors math, and this math homework is for like 3rd graders. Okay, I looked over it.
Listen,
It doesn't make
struggling.
okay.
This.
So it makes no sense, and I am big on the whole, you know, the
Makes sense,
school
yeah.
system is the same as it was 50 years ago.
Designed well.
Everything in the world has moved forward and past that, and the school system still teaches the same shit. That's not teaching my kid anything for the world he's going into.
Right.
So I can't really get angry with him, but we told him, we said, listen, you can't do this shit anymore. You gotta do your math, you gotta do your whatever homework you gotta do science, whatever it is, you gotta get it done. But his effort was what killed me, because he comes home, he puts his headsets on, he's listening to his music, he's doing his homework. Well, I can't fucking do 2 things at once. So I know he can't do it, because he's my child. So I'm like, you gotta put more effort. And he just looked at me like, and it's hard, because he looks at me, he's like, so I have to do the dumb stuff? Fuck.
That's the stuff you should
Yes,
want to
you
do.
actually
It's easy.
have to do that. And exactly. Here's the other thing. He got out of PE because it was too easy. He doesn't want to do a class like that. So I put him into
Oh
coding.
my gosh, my kid's like, can I take PE
Oh,
twice?
he was so angry because he thought he had to take PE in 7th grade,
Oh.
but you don't.
No,
You only
you
have to take it in 6th or 1 year or whatever it was.
We haven't taken it at all.
You have to take it once before high school, so you can take it in 8th grade.
For shit's sake.
Well, he
He's
was.
an athletic kid, stop it.
He was so.
But
he was
can't
like.
change quick enough to go to PE and then change quick enough to get back.
So
Are you
tell
guys
him.
kidding me?
Tell
You'd
him
be
to make sure
surprised.
he has it last hour.
Then I'll miss the bus.
I'll go pick him up. Fuck. It's fine.
He can walk to my parents.
Oh, there you go. We'll have a party. They'll be there all fucking naked in the pool. So yeah, so
That'll
that's
be our
mine.
backup plan.
Yeah.
That's mine. I don't know. I hate the way the school system is. I like effort.
I think you need a
accountability.
very strong effort in getting it done without actually having to do it. I think that took
Delegation, baby. My kid's a leader.
That's right. It's all about delegating.
Well, I think that's going to be it
Yeah.
for tonight.
It was lovely getting back
It was
with
good.
everybody.
Yes,
It was
so-
good doing
Oh, we started our Facebook page.
this.
Oh,
Check
yes,
us out on
we started our
Facebook.
face- Foulmouth Mommies.
Thank you. As I was.
Forgetting the name.
Yep. And I.
It's been a
Yeah. So
while.
we're gonna
We've
put a
been
few
on
little
vacation,
memes.
okay.
Yeah, we've got our little
And our
videos
videos.
on there.
The link
and
for our
if you
videos
have
will be
anything to
next.
say, please feel free to leave comments. We would love to hear from our listeners.
Yes.
And
Ideas. topics.
hopefully we'll see you next week.
Apparently not.
The hell? Guys, thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe to our channel, foulmouthmommies.com. No. Is it? See, I can't even fucking do that right. God damn it. I want to do it one time.
Okay.
Foulmouth. What do I do?
Foulmouthmommies.com.
No, it's not
Oh,
.com.
wait. You fucking. Oh,
You're
shit.
not even
I
here
don't
most of
even
the time.
know.
What am I going to say?
About what?
Subscribe to
Just
our
subscribe to our channel.
Foul Mouth Mommies.
There's no link.
Yeah.
That's
Where is
it.
YouTube link? Don't they need anything
No.
like that?
No.
On
Huh.
YouTube.
Ah,
Find us on Facebook.
Find us on
Foulmouth
Facebook.
Mommies.
I got this. Find us on Facebook, Foulmouth Mommies, or subscribe. Fuck off. Subscribe to our channel on
On
YouTube,
YouTube.
Foulmouth Mommies.
That was painful.
I couldn't think of it.